Hi David, it's Tracy at Alexander's Prestige. Many thanks for your interest in this wonderful Range Rover Sport that we have. I'd like to confirm, yes, it is grey and not black as it's stating on the adverts and you can see from the pictures. I thought I'd put together this video firstly to introduce myself, to put a face to the business, so to speak, but more importantly to show you the car. And before doing that, I also thought you might find it quite useful to have a bit of a tour of our facilities here to give you an understanding of what we're about. Let's go have a look around. First thing I'm going to show you is our main reception hall, as you can see here. This is the site that greets you if you ever get the opportunity to pay us a visit. We've always got some lovely, interesting cars, as you can see here. Beautiful 911 Turbo S. This is a rare 50th anniversary Mercedes AMG GT. Fabulous. And as I pan around, that's an Aventador SV, quite a rare car. So more importantly, what we also house in this area is our service reception. You can see my two colleagues at the desk, very busy there. And behind them is our workshop facilities. Now we invest quite heavily in all the latest diagnostic equipment, so we're able to service and maintain all makes and models of cars. And if you look very carefully, behind them is a glass wall separating this area. And we've got an eclectic mix of cars being serviced. There's Audis, there's a Lamborghini Huracan, you name it, Range Rovers. Now, every car that we sell goes into this workshop to be inspected to some of the highest standards set by any specialist retailer. We're pride in what we do. That's not, I don't think, replicated by anyone. So let's go have a look at the showroom. So here we go. This is our wonderful showroom covering over 22,000 square feet. Wonderful space. We actually have probably about 6 times this amount of space outside as well, displaying a further selection of cars, some of our larger four-wheel drives, because they can take quite a bit of space. But as I walk down the lineup, it's an eclectic mix of cars. Beautiful Rolls-Royce Wraith. Now this is quite a rare car, one of 9 ever produced. It's an inspired by music car. This one's been done by Roger Daltrey. Some quite nice features in that one. 488, if you're into your sports cars, you might notice that that's a Black Series C63, quite rare. As I see, you just come down the lineup here, another Ferrari, you name it, we've got it here. One thing all these wonderful cars share in common, though, is that they're all prepared to some of the highest standards set by any specialist retailer. I sort of alluded to that when I was talking about our workshop. We are very, very picky about what we have shared this space. And hopefully our passion for what we do is being sort of coming through in the video very well. So the car's just outside, so what I'm going to do in a moment, I'm just going to pause the video as I just sort of pan around to give you a feel of what we're about, and we can go and have a look at the car. So here we go, the car itself looking absolutely fabulous. It's such a great colour, especially with the contrast of the black. So the black pack with the script on the front and back, and the grille, the side grills and the bonnets grills all in black as well. So above the side steps you can see that the side sills and the bumper lower sections have all been done in gloss black as well. Nice contrast, suits very much the sort of overall look of the car in terms of the grey and black contrast, and then match it up with the privacy glass as well. In terms of condition, as I was alluding to earlier, we're a bit picky about what we have on our forecourt here, and it's in beautiful condition. Hopefully the video gets that across to you. Just far enough back to get it all in. It's quite unusual to see this sort of autobiography colour coding in a contrast colour, but it seems to suit the grey very, very well. Okay, I'm just going to pause the video. Let's have a look inside. So here we go. I love this interior with the lighter seats, the darker carpets, which make it a little bit more practical, and then the dark dashboard. This makes being in the space such a pleasant experience, especially with the actual roof lining in a lighter colour. It gives the car quite an airy, light feel, and that wonderful opening panoramic roof with the front section that opens. You can have a blind that goes right across. I don't know if you've got a Range Rover at the moment, but that's quite a nice feature. So one of the other features of this particular, I'm just going to close the door actually. One of the other features of this car is it is a 2017 model year car, so it benefits from having the larger screen, this 10.2 inch screen. Let it fire up in a moment. It just takes a second for it to sort of come into play. So you've got a much higher definition in terms of the quality of the screen, but there have been some improvements to an awful lot of the additional equipment and how quickly it operates, and you can get into it. You can see there you can go up and down with the heat seating, nice and easy as well, but you can also do that on the control here to go up and down depending on what you want. One of the other features of the 17-year model is the fact that you can actually change the way that the dials look there by going into the sub-menus, getting to the right setting, and then sort of playing around with the various settings depending on what you want. You can see there you can go into, you can see I'm doing now, and it just changes the look of that, which is quite handy. And you come out and then actually go into full screen map. Now this section here will actually disappear in a moment, but it allows you to have the full sat-nav map in front of you, but also then gives you still miles per hour and that other information there as well. Now you might see a little bit of flickering in the screen. That's just the refresh rate on our camera here. Okay, but as I pan around, hopefully this also gives you an idea of how nice the car is and how well it's being maintained. Just as you would expect for a car that's only done the mileage that it has done, just over 6,000 miles, so absolutely fabulous from that point of view. And you can see here, car benefits from having the fridge as well, your cool box there, and you've got your various ports for your HDMI cables and your SIM card, etc. So overall, just a really nice car. We're big fans of these. You can probably tell by the amount of Range Rovers and Land Rovers that we have on site. Any questions that you have in the meantime, please don't hesitate, give me a call, and I'll endeavour to try and look after you, see if it was something that we can maybe help you purchase. Many thanks for your inquiry. Take care.